Hey liebe Leute und willkommen zu einem neuen Let's Play auf meinem Kanal. Ich bin der Julian und ich heiße euch herzlich willkommen zum Let's Play zu Nightmare Frames, wie man hier gerade unschwer erkennen kann. Einem klassischen Pixel-Point-and-Click-Adventure aus dem Jahr 2022, also ein bisschen was neuer. Von Postmodern Adventures, wie man unten unschwer erkennen kann. Da die Musik hier gerade recht laut ist, würde ich sagen, wir gehen jetzt einfach mal kurz straight rein. Und sobald wir das erste Mal einen Moment Ruhe haben, sage ich ein paar Sachen zum Spiel und zum Let's Play. Also, kurz mal, geht sofort los. The guys don't know that the lunatic is back. I have to warn them before it's too late. Moonstone Camp. Oh, guck mal, hier haben wir doch schon direkt erstmal den ersten Moment Ruhe. Also, was ist Nightmare Frames? Ich weiß es nicht genau. Es ist ein Point-and-Click-Adventure der klassischen Art und soll eben ein bisschen auf Horror sein. Irgendwie nicht super gruselig, aber auf jeden Fall so horroratmosphärisch, sag ich mal. Und viel mehr weiß ich über das Spiel nicht. Es ist ein Indie-Titel, soll auch gar nicht allzu lang sein. Wie gesagt, relativ neu von einem Studio, die bisher noch nicht so viel gemacht haben, außer so ein paar Free-to-Play-Kurz-Adventures. Und von dem, was ich gehört und gesehen habe, sah es recht vielversprechend aus. Ich muss auch dazu sagen, offen gestanden, also erstmal passt es thematisch natürlich super als in die immer noch andauernde Spooky Season und die wird mit dem Projekt dann jetzt aber auch langsam verabschiedet. Und ich muss einmal noch dazu sagen, ungefähr die erste Dreiviertelstunde in etwa des Spiels kenne ich schon. Ihr wisst ja vielleicht, ich war jetzt eine Weile in den USA und so lange lag mein Kanal quasi auf Eis. Und ich hatte mir überlegt, kurz bevor ich in die USA gezogen bin, dass ich doch ein Projekt noch vorher aufnehmen könnte und dann über die Zeit einfach irgendwann random mal droppen kann. Und da habe ich damals den ersten Part von Nightmare Frames aufgenommen, weil ich dachte, das wäre doch eigentlich ganz cool. Und habe dann aber in der Vorbereitungszeit auf den Umzug in die USA so wenig Zeit gehabt. Sorry, ich muss mal hier kurz mit meinem Aufnahmefenster was umstellen. So. Dass ich es einfach nicht geschafft habe und dann habe ich nie weitergemacht. Und dann ist relativ kurz nach meiner Rückkehr aus den USA mein PC gecrashed. Und ich habe mittlerweile einen neuen. Und mein Spielstand ist aber weg. Das heißt, ich hätte auch gar nicht weiterspielen können. Anyway, jetzt beginnen wir einfach mal dieses Spiel. Wir haben hier kurz am Anfang eine kleine Prolog-Szene, die ein bisschen vom Rest des Spiels abseits ist, aber ich will noch nicht zu viel verraten. Gucken wir uns erstmal um. They're not there, I just checked. I hope I find them alive. Wir sind im Moonstone Camp, als wer auch immer wir sind. The dogs, they must be there. Oh no, no. Dana, Hank, oh God. Will, what have they done to you? I'm too late. Where's Tommy? Tommy! Tommy! Das Ganze erinnert schon so ein bisschen an so einen 80er Slasher, so in Richtung Friday 13th oder Sleepaway Camp, so, und da bin ich ein Riesenfan von. Das ist ja genau meine Sparte. Tommy! Stacy, run! Run away! Let him go, you monster! Get out of here! He'll come for you. I can't take it anymore. Ah, shit. You've been suspecting it for a while. The climax of Lunatic 2 is identical to the one you wrote for the original movie. You go over the whole script in your mind and end up realizing it has the same structure as its predecessor. You can't show this to Christopher Ruskin. Melodies of Haven. No wonder you've had such little interest in the script for Lunatic 2. All your thoughts are focused on the ambitious project that will take you back to the times of Melodies of Heaven. The script that earned you an Oscar nomination in 1980. Famous producer Peter Evans is butting heads with the studio execs to get the project greenlit. According to him, the deal is almost done, which means you're just one step away from leaving the B-movie spit you're in. He was meeting with the executives this morning. You have an appointment later today at his place, hopefully to celebrate. It's getting late. I should get moving. Hollywood? 1985. Right-click look, ja. Left-click interact, ja. Und that's it. Damit sind wir hier. Wir sind in-game. Und jetzt auch im richtigen In-Game in unserem Apartment, denn wir sind, ich kenne den Namen jetzt gerade nicht mehr aus dem Kopf, aber wir sind ein Schriftsteller, ein Autor, ein Drehbuchautor. Anscheinend unter anderem von Horrorfilmen, aber auch von irgendeiner komischen Romanze. Gucken wir uns doch mal unsere Poster an. Melodies of Heaven. Was haben wir da? Campfire Psycho. Oh, yeah, it's time to vote. President's Killer Day. Don't go in the forest 3D. Und Lunatic. You can't escape alive. You've marked the due date for the script of Lunatic 2 with a big red circle. That's where you put your wallet. Oh, you take the wallet in the hopes of not misplacing it and forgetting about it again. It's a good thing you always carry a few bills in your jacket so you can pay for cabs. New inventory item wallet. Wo sehe ich denn mein Inventar? Ach, hier oben. Kann ich da reingucken? Several credit cards and enough notes to get by without an ATM. Das ist Menü wahrscheinlich, ja. Okay, es gibt nur Espanol und Englisch. Gut zu wissen. Taxi Driver kommt. Fullscreen Mode. Das lassen wir mal alles. Resume. Ja, ich gucke mich hier erstmal um, weil man kann tatsächlich in dem Spiel, das fand ich, als ich hier das erste Mal reingeschaut habe, schon ziemlich krass. Man kann echt mit richtig vielen Dingen interagieren, sich viele Sachen anschauen. Damit werden wir wahrscheinlich viel Zeit verbringen. You wind it up some other time. Okay. You glance towards the shelf and realize that a statuette awarded to Campfire Psycho at some festival you can't remember is missing. The breeze coming through the window reminds you that you used it as a doorstep for the hallway. You don't usually check the end results of your scripts. Once you've delivered the last revision, you disengage yourself completely from the project and don't give a damn about anything producers or directors do with it. Even so, you show them off as a trophy and you wonder why. You don't have an answer. There's no channel that interests you enough to make you plug in the TV again. Vor allem steht er auf der Couch. What the fuck? It's a complete disaster that you need to fix. No, the best thing would be to start anew. Tray. Das ist wahrscheinlich die bisherigen Seiten drin. Mug. You can't remember how many times you filled it with coffee today. That's me. Maybe you've thrown away the occasional brilliant page without realizing it, but that's probably not the case. IBM. You can't remember the last time you turned it on. It was to try out the latest sensation in computer narrative, A Mind Forever Voyaging. The texts were good, but you got the feeling that the author was wasting his talent writing for computer games. Oh, fuck you. Sagte er in einem Videospiel. Haben wir noch Schönes? Eine Box. Ich habe 3D-Brillen gefunden. Okay, also eine. You look out the window. Movies taught you to love the streets of Los Angeles. Reality, to hate them. Ja, ich war jetzt mittlerweile auch in Los Angeles vor einem guten Jahr, 1,5 Jahren. Und muss auch sagen, ich bin ein bisschen hin und her gerissen, was die Stadt angeht, weil es gibt echt ein paar coole Spots und echt viele coole Leute, aber auch echt viel, was nicht, also gar nicht cool ist. Und vor allem, wenn ihr jetzt nicht ein Auto habt und da auf die Öffis angewiesen seid und zum Beispiel mit der U-Bahn, mit der Red Line fahren müsst. Jesus Christ, ich hatte noch nie so viel Angst in meinem Leben. Magazine, you've already flipped through that issue. George A. Romero tries to milk the success of Night of the Living Dead for a third time. The theatrical director from Chicago makes his movie debut with an adaptation of a H.P. Lovecraft short story for Charles Band's Empire. Von welcher reden wir da? Lastly, an interview with Gina Dreyfus, the Scream Queen from Campfire Psycho, in which, among other things, she talks trash about you. You think about showing a couple of them to the police, in particular the one that threatens to shoot you with a sniper rifle and the one whose author thinks the best way of ending your life is planting a bomb in this very apartment. But you know they're probably written by some harmless zit-ridden teenager too busy jerking off compulsively to an Elisa poster. What the fuck? Ja, solche Briefe wird man wahrscheinlich bekommen als so jemand. Aber wie kommen die Briefe überhaupt zu dir? Und wie wissen die von deinem Apartment? Halt, stopp, ich wollte noch gar nicht rausgehen. Welcome to LA United Taxi. Where do you want to go? When you get in a taxi, the driver will talk to you. You can disable this feature in the options menu. Ja, dankeschön. Aber geht erstmal noch klar. Eigentlich wollte ich hier bleiben. Denn ich wollte mir nochmal den Typewriter anschauen, da habe ich noch gar nicht drauf geklickt. People always say that those mass psycho movies write themselves, and it's something you've always agreed with, but failing to write the sequel to Lunatic is making you change your mind. The best thing you can do now is go outside and forget about writing for today. Your loyal Olivetti Letterer 32, same model Francis Ford Coppola used to write, for example, the magnificent scene of Sollozzo's death at the hand of Michael Corleone in The Godfather. Bin ich der Einzige, der denkt, dass der Pate überbewertet ist? Egal. It's a very versatile machine. It can also be used to give teenagers dumb lines that make skimpily dressed girls head straight towards danger instead of running in the opposite direction. Okay. Ja, man kann das hier natürlich auch alles noch... Moment, was habe ich hier gesehen? William Goldman. Ach ja. Gut, das hatten wir jetzt alles schon geklärt. Na, yep. Okay, dann gehen wir aber raus. Da hatten wir ein paar Möglichkeiten gerade herumzufahren. Oh, ein anderer. Where to, man? Wir haben Ruskin Productions, da wollen wir wahrscheinlich jetzt später hin. Peter Evans Mansion, warum sollte ich denn hier hin? Hoch. Thanks for your cooperation, officer. Good evening. Oh, Goldberg. What a tragedy. What happened? Where's Evans? I'm afraid I got bad news. Evans committed suicide. Oh. Well, what? We're in shock too. We can't seem to make sense of it. But... Ist das nicht unser Producer? Oder unser... bald Producer? Das wäre schlecht, ne? Why would he commit suicide? Ja, warum? He had everything a man could aspire to. We don't know what goes through other people's minds, Goldberg. Truth is, he seemed more short-tempered than usual lately. But who isn't in the city? Was machst du hier? I haven't set some essential documents we needed in order to close the sale of the studio to the Japanese. The LA chief of police allowed me to go in and get the Americana him. Hold on, you're selling the studio? Oh yeah, that's the plan. They're in charge from now on. Lucky me, they want to keep the current corporate board. Ich habe heute eigentlich einen Termin, wo ich über das Projekt reden wollte. Yeah, well, let us talk about it, okay? As you know, Evans was the only one protecting your project from the rest of the executives. Now that he's gone, I'm afraid we won't be following through with the movie. Anyway, I don't think it would have been made even with Evans. Now that the studio will be in the hands of the Japanese, there's more Godzilla than Kurosawa, if you know what I mean. The trend is action heroes like Stallone or Schwarzenegger, or otherwise movies like the ones Amblin is making. I'm afraid there won't be any room for high-budget dramas such as the one you're proposing. We are grateful for Pete Evans' work. The studio pulled through its worst times thanks to him. But it's 1985, Goldberg. Teens rule the box office now. I hope you understand. Anyway, since you're here, I've got something to show you. I found this in the desk next to the office phone. Barry Landau pulls out a letter with a letterhead that reads Flying Saucer Pictures. It seems to be a small, low-budget studio focused on fantasy or horror movies. You can't grasp why Evans committed suicide, but even less why that was in his office. Peter Evans despises kinds of small producers that capitalize on making exploitation movies instead of making art. Über Exploitation Movies hatte ich fast ein gesamtes Seminar. Also es war ein Horrorfilm-Seminar, aber wir haben viel über Exploitation Movies geredet. It took a lot for you to stand up for yourself, given that you were responsible for several masculine movies. Curious, isn't it? Evans dealing with this kind of scum. You know what? You can keep it. Your talents are more in line with this trash than with our studio. I've proven I can be more than a slasher screenwriter. Let me remind you, I won an Oscar nominee. So was Cher last year. Take it, my hand's getting tired. Wichser. I wish you much success in your career, Goldberg. You'll need it. Hollywood is changing. It's not the 70s anymore. Goodbye. If there was ever a chance to touch heaven in Hollywood again, it's gone. You're surprised to realize, though, that spending the rest of your career stuck in the B-movies business is the last thing you're worried about right now. Peter Evans was an important figure to you, not only because he believed in your project and tried to move heaven and earth to get it made. Peter Evans was the man you wanted to become. Wealthy, well-connected, and able to bring top-tier movie projects to life. Now he's dead. By his own hand. How's it possible for someone who had everything they wanted in life to end up like this? You look at the letter Barry Alando just gave to you. Dear Mr. Evans, I do know what you are talking about. Indeed, I thus beg you to handle this in person. You will surely understand that this matter should be dealt with discreetly. Kind regards, Glenn Bishop. You marvel at Peter Evans' luxurious mansion and still can't come to terms with the fact of his suicide. You can't understand what one of the most powerful executives in Hollywood could need from one of the most insignificant production companies in Los Angeles. Without the project that could have put you back in the spotlight, with a script for a sequel that's going nowhere and no desires to make anything else, you decide to delve into why someone like Evans did what he did. Nice. Hi. Officer. Sir. Was ist hier passiert? Oh, nothing good. That guy, the movie guy, blew his brains out. You need to have a pair for that, don't you think? Hat eine Selbstmordnotiz hinterlassen. You watch a lot of movies, don't you? Actually, I write them. More than 90% of the people who commit suicide don't leave any notes. It's a myth. Still, did he leave one? Why are you asking all these questions? Are you a journalist? No, I'm a screenwriter, I already told you. Have you written something I may have watched? Does Melodies of Heaven ring any bells? Are you kidding? You wrote that movie? What a snoozer. Mary, my wife, made me go watch it with her. I fell asleep. And that's my review. It's okay. She liked it, though. I shouldn't be talking about this with you, you know. It's strictly police business. But to hell with that. I can tell Mary I've been talking to the writer of Melodies of Heaven. We're having some communication issues lately. This will have something to talk about. As for the note. No, he didn't leave one. Anything else you want to know? War's wirklich Selbstmord? You mean whether someone murdered him and made it pass for a suicide, right? I can see your screenwriter's mind at work. I'm afraid to disappoint you. Everything seems to suggest suicide. No doors, a window forced. According to my colleagues, the position in which he was holding the rifle looked natural. Was genau bewachen Sie? The crime scene. I thought you all left once the place was sealed. Soon everyone will know a big fish from the movies blew his brains out, and this place will be crawling with journalists. I don't know if you know them, but these guys will jump over fences for the chance to have a picture. I don't like the idea of standing here like one of those living statues on Sunset Boulevard. My thing is patrolling, but, you know, orders from above. Das hatten wir jetzt schon, okay. Kann ich rein? Of course not. Okay, und warum durfte Barry Landau dann rein? Your friend? The one who just left? He's not my friend. Yeah, I saw how glad he was to get rid of you. Well, orders from above. He seems to have a good relationship with the boss. Is that legal? Well, adding a civilian into a crime scene? No way. He could tamper with the scene. Even take vital evidence. He did. Right under your nose. He took some papers. And I'll file a complaint, don't worry about it. You could have denied him entry. I just told you. Orders from above. I'll file a complaint. Hey, how about we stop going in circles here? I'm aware the situation is anomalous, okay? Okay, ciao. Have a good day, sir. Ja, du auch. Das ist, belastend. Jetzt ist die Frage, wir könnten jetzt natürlich zu den Flying Saucer Pictures, aber ich glaube, ich will mir erstmal die anderen Sachen angucken. Wir haben noch Ruskin Productions, wo ich mit meinem aktuellen Producer, glaube ich, reden soll. Da gehen wir mal zu Joe's Diner, das klingt auch interessant. Ja, moin.
Well, well, who do we have here? Crawled back out from your hole already.
I see you're still on yours. Hey Joe, doesn't this place have an admittance policy?
Do you want me to kick him out, Vicky?
Arcade. The arcade machine only works with coins. Okay. You don't have any coins in your wallet and the machine doesn't accept bills. Much less credit cards. Hi Vicky. What was that all about? I don't know what you're talking about. The dumb thing about the admission policy. Well, don't you have anything to say to me? I don't know what you're talking about. You don't know, huh? Don't you owe me an apology? A week ago you were on a second date with Vicky despite the disaster that was the previous one, and it was worse. You got drunk and started blabbering away. You only remember ending up lying on the backseat of a taxi, soaked in the wine Vicky probably threw at you before running away in a strong pain in your cheek. So? In these moments you wish you were at your typewriter with all the time in the world to think of all the possible answers your characters might give. You try to choose the right words to tell Vicky, but this page will probably end up in a trash can. Anyway, let's drop the subject, okay? What did I say? Don't you remember? I hadn't felt so insulted in my whole life, Ellen. But what on earth did I say? I won't repeat it. Hearing it once was enough.
Give it down, lovebirds.
Aren't you going to tell me? It's not what you said, Ellen. The problem is you did it again. You always manage to ruin a special night. I don't get your frustration, Ellen. You're not that man just starting out in Hollywood anymore. That was years ago. You've got a job, you make a living, and you've tasted success. What else do you want? Do you want to know what frustration looks like? I spent 5 years in Hollywood and I haven't gotten a single part yet. I'm 35 and share an apartment with two 20-somethings. They've barely been here for 2 months, and one's already been on Cheers and the other's regular in Colby's. And that doesn't prevent me from showing the one I love some respect, you know? Alright, I'm sorry. I apologize if I offended you. What's that if? Of course you offended me. You're better at hurting people than at writing scripts, you know? And the worst thing about it... Oh god, I'm such an idiot that I hang out with you again tonight. But it's over, Ellen. I don't need this kind of relationship in my life right now. I don't blame you for it. I can barely stand myself. Try to see life as it is, Ellen. You have to pull your weight if you want things to work between us. For a moment you think about apologizing again, this time in a less pathetic and more sincere way, but you know it won't change Mickey's mind, so you decide to spare her the words. We'll see. Yeah, we'll see. Oh gosh, bist du zu irgendeinem Casting gegangen diese Woche? 3. And it's always the same, either too young or too old.
Why don't you get there into one of your movies?
I tried, twice. Associate producers get the lady friends in, I can't do anything about it.
You're not pushing hard enough.
That's not how it works, Joe. I'm just a screenwriter and... Why am I explaining myself to you? Why are you barging in our conversation?
Because Vicky's worth a lot. She's a good actress.
I know she's good, very good.
Yeah? If she was as good as you say, I would already have seen her in that lunatic movie.
Let it be, Joe. Helen is right.
Why are you defending him? Are you so infatuated with him that you swallow everything he says? Excuses. If you wanted to, you would have been in one of his movies already.
Please, Joe.
It's your life. It's none of my business.
Well, you haven't stopped meddling.
I only want the best for my employees, okay? Is that clear?
Okay. Kannst du mir bitte sagen, was ich während unseres Dates gesagt habe? You should know. I should, but the thing is I don't. Then try to remember. Okay, sorry. Wer ist Mac? What's up, Mac?
Wow, you're alive. I was already thinking that the police had knocked down your door and found the cat eating your corpse.
I don't have a cat, I hate them. Though it'd be a good end for me.
Feeling optimistic today, are we? I'm glad to see you, my friend. What can I help you with?
Was schreibst du gerade?
A review for the new Twilight Zone. I already know what you're going to reply, but I know a couple of guys at CBS who owe me some favors. Are you interested in writing an episode for the series?
You want me to work in TV?
I don't want to end my days being a TV writer. Oh, come on, Alan. TV's changing. Even William Friedkin directed an episode. And maybe in the future you'll have more freedom writing for TV than for the movies.
Oh, well.
I know practically everyone in the job, and you could shine there.
I appreciate it, but
I won't insist. But if you ever change your mind, here I am.
Magnus Purple, wordmonger. Maybe if you worked in TV, you wouldn't complain so much.
Oh, shut up.
Jemand freut sich, mich zu sehen, huh?
Why wouldn't I? Okay, you mean Joe. He thinks highly of you, but you know him. You're referring to Vicky. I'm not meddling in other couples' affairs. We're not a couple. You would be if you weren't so... whatever, it's none of my business.
Ja, mach mal weiter. Wer ist hier noch? Ein Customer. You don't need anything from Billy. Let him enjoy his burger. Billy blissfully enjoys Joe Steiner's new burger. Apropos Joe, kann ich mit dir auch reden? Hey Joe. Wann komme ich an die Wall of Fame?
No offense, Alan, but you're no celebrity. You're a screenwriter.
Can a screenwriter be a celebrity?
No. It's like taking a picture with the lighting technician.
What about William Goldman? Don't you know him?
No. See? A screenwriter can't be a celebrity.
Okay. Neue Maschine? Ah, die Arcade-Maschine.
That one? Yeah, it's one of those modern thingamajigs with touch panels. It has quizzes for smart asses like you. It's not exactly a hit so far. Kids prefer to shoot spaceships. They're coming to change it tomorrow. If you want to try it out, do it today. But let me warn you, there are no prices.
Kann ich dir eine persönliche Frage stellen?
Let's see.
Are you happy in that kitchen?
You're asking if I'm happy?
Well, you're here day and night, always completely soaked in sweat, and I thought...
You thought? Mr. Hollywood thought? You don't think this is a decent job? Is that what you're suggesting?
No, not at all.
Look, Mr. Smarty Pants, I started in this business when I was 14. I spent my whole life working for others and putting up with everyone's shit. I always wanted to be my own boss and to open a place like this. That's always been my dream, and it's as worthy as yours of making it to the Mount Olympus of cinema legends, okay?
I didn't mean to offend you, Joe.
Bah.
Okay.
Aren't you gonna order a drink? No thanks.
Ja, vielleicht aber doch.
Do you have any change? I've only got bills. Where are the coins? Sorry, Alan.
Okay. Was geht da oben ab eigentlich? A damn channel broadcasts video clips non-stop, 24 hours a day. It's so popular that studios are starting to hire music video directors too. In your opinion, Deal Cinema its final death blow. You don't know any of the bands on there, but they're very popular with the kids. You have no idea who the Bangles are. Duran Duran sounds like a character from Barbarella, and you think the Cars is the worst possible name for a rock band. Fantastisch. Ach ja, sehr amerikanisch.
Mind if I smoke? There's a Havana cigar. The only good thing those communists have. Anyway, where to?
Ruskin Productions. Können wir hier draußen mal noch kurz bleiben?
Splash the cash! You could be helping this poor man right here with all that dough you scrimp by hiring illegal aliens to take care of your loans.
Oh je, so einer. Das ist ja sehr unsympathisch. Jack has probably taken anything that could be useful from there already. The trash can is filled to the brim. Yes, home Dave Morrison. He won't be in the mood for chit-chat right now. Dave Morrison, the marketing officer for Phantasm Cycles, reads the bewilderment that Route 66 is not a part of the US numbered highway system anymore. Part of his new campaign is based on the relevance of that historical route. Okay. Ich würde mal sagen... Oh nein. Ich würde mal mit Monsieur auf jeden Fall noch reden. Hi, Jack.
Well. You here to insult me again?
What? Again with that? Is that your way of saying hello or what?
You told me your career was going downhill. So hard that you would rather jump off the 6th Street Viaduct than end up like me.
Come on, Jack, don't be resentful.
Even if it did happen 12 days and 46 minutes ago, I don't like to be called resentful.
Alright, for the umpteenth time, I'm sorry.
I got the habit of saying what I think.
That's not a virtue. The trick is to think about what you say. You know what, Talon? You're a strange guy. You don't like people, you freak them out, and yet somehow nobody sends you packing. Anyway, how's it going?
Awful.
Glad to see you haven't lost that optimism you're known for.
Und bei dir?
Oh, nothing yet, but I've just gotten started.
Why are you begging a place like this?
I don't like to hustle from common people. It's hard enough for them to just earn a living, but here, look at all those yuppies. Check out their hands, look, they're perfect. Most of them waste so much money on manicures. They do fuck all. They make all their money through speculation. I've got to fleece someone, I'd rather it be them.
These people are not the kind to give handouts, Jack. They don't even see you.
Oh, that's what you think? Check this out. You all cheer for USA, for Africa, and all those stars going we out the word, but fuck those of us standing right here. Hypocrites.
There, mister. Try not to waste it on booze.
I'd waste it on cocaine like you do, but I don't think I'd be able to afford it. Have a good day. $5. That's my day made. See?
Die haben einen deiner Filme gestern gezeigt.
Oh, which one? The one with the fucking spiders or the one with the fucking ants?
Spiders.
And how did you know if you don't watch TV?
I read it in the papers.
Those movies are in the spotlight again with this whole 50s revival that's going on. And I still don't see a single cent from them. Not that I should anyway, the production company went bankrupt, and who knows who's got the rights now. Some assholes must be making crazy money off my work while I'm here panhandling. Though not long ago, a couple of journalists came for an interview for one of those magazines for wankers. What was it called? Starlock? I felt like a director again, telling them all about how those movies were made. Those were good times, Alan.
Oh, I got things to do, Jack.
Well, behave, Alan.
Jack Palmer was a child star in her 30s. He was the lead in Gang of Seven, such a rip-off of our gang, that his biggest accomplishment was to not be sued for plagiarism. When his voice dropped, an actor made it disappear, and he disappeared until the 50s, when he made a comeback as a director of a couple of movies about giant radioactive insects, which devoured everything that crossed their path. Humans, military machinery, and even the production of company itself, which went bankrupt. He returned to Hollywood in the 80s in his last incarnation, a homeless drunkard. Latest. Okay, wo sind wir hier?
Oh, Alan, I've never thought I'd say this, but I'm glad to see you.
Again, James. Oh, we've got a little debate here. You're the erudite here. Give me a hand. Pam is saying that the Church of Mother Earth is a cult.
It is.
Oh, come on. Not you too. You should stop by one day, Ellen. As a guest, of course. We have exercises to improve one's mood and see life from a different perspective. I'd rather throw myself out that window. You're wasting your time, friend. How about you, Pam? Are you in?
I don't get paid enough to put up with this.
You don't see any cups around, so you ready yourself to drink directly from the tap when you realize you don't want to be taken for an eccentric. You turn around to ask Pam to refill the cups, but you see she's busy, so you change your mind. Was haben wir hier? For some reason you can't seem to grasp, Ruskin is proud of the first movies he produced, and that's why he placed the posters in the entrance hall of the production company. Christopher boasts about the originality of the movie, but to you it's nothing more than a Rare Window ripoff. The Neighbor. Is this the one with John Carradine, or is that Shockwaves? You never remember. Shockwaves. Okay, hi Pam. How's the script going? Fine. I need to touch up a couple of things. Problems with the third act, right? How did you know? I've been working with you for a long time, honey. When everything's going well, you barely say a word. When you try to explain yourself, it means something's wrong. The treatment already showed you weren't too sure about third act. But don't you worry. We begin shooting next month, there's still time. Hi, James.
Pam brought me up to speed. Lunatic too, huh? Oh wow, you must be happy.
Oh yeah, I can't stop jumping for joy.
Oh come on, Alan. Everyone's talking about the movie. It's a success so far. I've even heard rumors over at Warner.
Rumors?
They want David Draven, the director, to shoot the next Stallone movie. Though Sly wants to keep George Picasmatos. Anyway, Lunatic's the talk of the town.
And did you hear anything about the screenwriter?
No, I'm sorry.
Wann schreibst du gerade?
I've taken a couple of months off. I haven't stopped shooting lately. Though Martinus has been calling.
Who's Martin?
Scorsese.
Of course.
He wants me in his next movie. Paul will be there too.
Paul. Oh, Paul. Paul McCartney?
Paul Newman. I haven't made up my mind yet. I've also been talking to Brian.
Brian May?
Brian De Palma. Hey Ellen, are you pulling my leg? I don't know what to do. I might consult with Steven.
Chill.
Spielberg.
Good. Was machst du genau in diesem Kult?
Again with that, we're not a cult. We're a legally constituted church.
Okay, call it whatever you want, but what are you doing there?
We're not allowed to talk about it. Come by one day and see for yourself.
See? Sounds like a cult. How's that a way of advertising herself? Just imagine I drop by one day and end up with melted wax on my chest and 4 octogenarians ready to abuse me.
Hilarious. For your information, that would never happen. The teachings of the Church of Mother Earth are based on kindness and common good.
Mhm. Und du glaubst wirklich, dass die Erde ein Lebewesen ist?
Of course. What seems odd to me is for people as clever as you not to believe it. Mother Earth's always been sending signals, but we never paid attention until she chose Joseph as her intermediary.
She speaks through him.
Yeah,
Tells him what to do.
exactly.
Let's drop the subject. I'm feeling insulted. Why? You're treating me like a 4-year-old.
See, alright, think about it.
What should I think about?
Well, Pam, as you were saying,
We're not saying anything. Okay. The file contains information from 1978 to the present day. What are you looking for exactly? I don't know. Pam insisted on putting all the files on the little computer. Okay, liebe Leute. Ich würde sagen, wir haben erstmal einen guten Überblick geschafft davon, wo wir sind. Und zwar in Hollywood. Und das hier ist auch der Punkt, wo ich damals den ersten Part beendet habe. Also vor fast einem Jahr mittlerweile, so vor 8 Monaten. Und deswegen würde ich an dieser Stelle auch hier den ersten Part beenden. Und ab dem nächsten Spiel ist das... ab dem nächsten Spiel, klar. Ab dem nächsten Part ist das Let's Play dann auch komplett blind. Also liebe Leute, übermorgen um dieselbe Uhrzeit, 2. Part von Nightmare Frames. Bis dahin, macht's gut und ciao, ciao.